My first major memory of me doing anything with a computer was when my brother and I got a game called Transformers back in like 2007. And we tried to run it on our computer, but it could not run. Apparently, you had to build that. What does that mean? We slowly learned how to do that. Our stepdad helped us learn how to do that. We built our first computer. On that said computer, I was editing on Windows Movie Maker before I knew about Premiere Pro, before I knew about what CapCut was, before I knew what Sony Vegas was. Never used that. But before I knew anything about the majors, the exports, I didn't know anything. I just wanted to cut a video, show it to my friends. For this 6K camera right in front of me, I had a super blurry camera. It was definitely a knockoff camera. It worked. It fed into my passion, and I slowly upgraded. I went from that into a flip camera, which was when the vlogging thing was happening, which I was very excited about. Then I got into a Sony point and shoot, dripped some oil onto it, broke, that sucked, couldn't afford another one. Then I slowly upgraded. I got my first YouTube check about my first camera that was like the T7, whatever. I was every single step of upgrading. I've been very excited about what I get. It's been bringing so much joy out of what I get to create and how I get to document my life since I was a kid. As someone who used to look at magazines and look at $6,000 cameras and be like, who would buy that? Who can afford that? I don't understand. It do not compute. I'm gonna go over the stuff that I have so far. Some stuff I've kept, sometimes I haven't, and I'm gonna rate how much it's helped my productivity. I would be lying if 3 keyboards and 3 cameras help my productivity in any type of way. So as someone who's been broke and has money and will probably go broke again, let's go over my tech that I currently have. A lot of my stuff I've given away over the years. We're just gonna give it a rating of 1 to 10 for productivity and how it's helped me, and if I just like it just cuz. First thing I have, the remarkable Paper Pro. As someone who literally filled dozens of notebooks with just notes on notes on notes on notes, because apparently I had ADHD, undiagnosed this whole time. Not an iPad, because this just does what it's supposed to do, writing. Getting this has been so dope for me. I don't know how many pages of notes I've written so far, and being able to recall it, being able to write without thinking, damn, I'm about to get a pen on my white couch. Amazing. Productivity, 10 out of 10. Also just makes your brain feel good. $800 though. Did I lose you? Let me mark that off with my... For next thing, the mouse. The Logitech MX Master, whatever, Master Race, Master... Great mouse. Only got it one time. Logitech sponsored me before and I gave it to someone else. It's a great mouse. They still have it till this day. There's nothing wrong with it. No notes. 10 out of 10. I literally cannot fathom using another mouse because how do they even fit in your hand? I don't understand. Phones. I work as a software engineer and I also like to make stuff that I never release for some reason, but this year will be this year will be the year I start releasing stuff. So my phones, I use them for testing. Usually when it's time to get a new iPhone, I just pay it out instead of trading it in, and it's usually broken. So, hey bud, hey, what's up? You wanna make noise? What are you vibing? What's going on back there? Come here. Okay, go back, go back. Go back. I'm not gonna stun you like some other YouTubers. If you have an old phone, keep it. You could use it. You could use it as a video camera because some people think that iPhones aren't good enough to start YouTube channels for some reason. You could use it for anything. Then I have the Android phone. Don't really, it's there. I give that like a 7 out of 10. You could really run a simulator or anything if you really want to test, but sometimes you need a physical device. So I give it a 7 out of 10. Keyboards. When I got into coding, my brother got me my first customized keyboard. I know some of you guys saw that on my YouTube channel earlier on. It was like this pink and white keyboard. Loved it. Had like this little bloom on it. Now it's gone, it's become an addiction. My friends would say I have spent an absurd amount of money on keyboards and they're not pretty. So I guess I'll start with my favorites. Unfortunately, the split keyboard, the ugliest keyboard I've ever owned. I still think it's ugly, but it's the most useful, feels great. I cannot deny it. The Kinesis Advantage Pro 360 or whatever, ugly as hell. The software sucks. Setting it up sucked. It sucked. 10 out of 10 though. And the Kinesis keyboard was, I think, let's call it 500. My Mode keyboard with ceramic custom keycaps. That was a completely customized keyboard. The base is from Mode. I don't know what you keyboard people like to say about keyboards, but that's where it's from. The keycaps are blank. Never thought I would be the type of person to be able to type on a completely blank keyboard. As you could see, I left a couple black markers to help me because sometimes I'm not in the fucking mood to type in the wrong thing. When I'm having a bad day and I mistype my password 2 times, I'm gonna lose my mind. So be careful if you plan on getting a keyboard with no letters on it. It's cute until you're having a bad day or until your hands are a little sweaty. Ceramics on it make it sound great. I love it. 10 out of 10. Then there's a keyboard that my brother had before he passed away. It's called the Wooting, whatever. It's like a gaming keyboard. Love it. I re-lubed it. Sometimes I want something quick. Sometimes I want some color, some RGB. Sometimes you just want some RGB on your thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to. I don't like the smallness factor of it. I don't like multi-layer or anything, but it's really not that bad. The sensitivity speed of when you type is actually pretty cool. You could fully customize that. And I think that keyboard itself is, I don't know, I didn't buy it. 200, 400, don't fucking listen to me. So productivity for keyboards all around 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Depending on my mood, depending on what my brain likes to be tickled with, that's what I'm gonna use. Productivity tool that opens so many doors, my cameras. No matter how expensive these cameras have gotten, I would not be here today looking at you, talking to them, talking to them, talking to them, talking to you, talking to the camera, talking to you. 10 out of 10. Sony a7S III, fun fact, when I learned how to code, I went broke, so I decided to sell my Sony a7S II, and I promised myself when I finally got a job, I will buy a Sony a7S III. Got a job, bought the camera, got laid off a week later. Love it. I have a Fujifilm X-T4 that I loaned out. Love that too. 10 out of 10. Now, to get the most, am I getting the most out of these cameras? Actually, I'm gonna give these cameras productivity-wise though, with all of these great things that I've said about it and how many doors it's opened productivity-wise, the reasons I got them was to be a better color grader, just to shoot more. Every time I got them, I stopped shooting as much, so I'm trying this year. So I'd say productivity-wise, 5 out of 10, ego purchase. You could do all this with an iPhone. My headphones, love my headphones. I got the, what do I have? I got the Apple headphones, the Max and the Basics, the Pros. Great headphones. And I got the Bose. Bose, number one. Simple, never fails me, does what it's supposed to do every single time. Apple disconnects randomly. I'll be on a run with the green headphones. I love the color, love the aesthetic. Then they just disconnect, and for some reason they're not reconnecting. I'm in the middle of a run, messes up my whole vibe, and it's always right when the song is getting really good. Do not work out in those. They suck. They're also very heavy, but when they're doing good, they're so good. AirPods. Baby AirPods really never fail me. They just die randomly. Sometimes you pick it up and you're like, why are you dead? I thought I charged you. That's really it. They all help my productivity, 10 out of 10 across the board. Bose, the greatest. Only thing with the Bose is the earmuffs had to be replaced because they die down really fast because someone has to run in all their headphones because they don't have patience to charge the other ones, so they don't have a designated charging headphones and the working headphones and the flying headphones, and you gotta have headphones for headphones, you feel me? 10 out of 10 though. Now if this B-roll sucks, it's because I was lazy. My MacBook and my studio displays. I have an M1 MacBook Pro. I remember when I was getting to coding, I literally was coding. You know when you lay on your bed and then you're on your floor with something else? Like my laptop's on the floor, but I was on the bed, I was just coding, and then my phone slid right on my screen, cracked it 1 month before the coding bootcamp was supposed to start. So I was going through my coding bootcamp with a non-working monitor, screen. So all my coding was done on an attached monitor. Anyways, picked up the N1 Pro. Not even Pro, just picked up the M1. I'm lying, it's not a Pro. I'm over here saying I'm driving a Bugatti. It's a Chrysler 300. Picked up the M1. I have found no reason to trade it in. When I am building some of my apps, sometimes the speed, I'm like, I wonder how much faster an M5 or M4 would be. Clearly it'd be much faster. I did not expect Apple to lock in and make the fastest, best chips. What the fuck, Apple? Studio display monitors, amazing, amazing. Both were gifts, so don't look at me about the price of the monitors. Both of those are like $2,000. Cause you gotta get the anti-glare, then you gotta get the motherfucking, gotta get the stand and the vest mount, whatever Apple likes to market. I love those though. Have two of them. I think they're 5K monitors. I love coding on them. I love editing on them. I don't think I really calibrated them for color grading, but I will do that once I feel like I'm decent enough at color grading to even do that. I love them both. I think in total they have 16 speakers. Do not quote me. Do I look like Marky? That's the wrong black guy. Go to the other black guy if you want to be getting accurate. I do think they have like 16 speakers in total. So when I do merge the speakers together and play sound coming out of both instead of one and one. Did that sentence make sense? No, let's move on. Mark that down. Monitors and MacBook. Office chair, Herman Miller. I had the gamified one. again, not your guy. Go to the other black guy. Had the gamified one. They're doing a Logitech and Herman Miller collab, and it was supposed to be a gaming seat. And my brother had one, and I was like, that looks fun. Is it fun? And he was like, yeah, it's very comfortable. It's very customizable. Got one, hurt my back. So this model right here, the one that I have, great. The mesh back is great. So when I'm getting pissed off at my code not working, my ass isn't sweating, and I feel like it just takes the whole body. Comes in different sizes, but great investment. I think that's 1700. The chair, 10 out of 10. Also have a standing desk, 10 out of 10. Anything that helps you stay in a flow state, 10 out of 10. Damn, I've been getting everything a 10 out of 10. Sheesh. Guess when you have taste. Honorable mention, my windows. I love big windows. If y'all have tracked me long enough, you know I am susceptible to seasonal depression. Figured it out though, we're good. Took a couple years, but we're good. Need windows. Gigantic windows. You get to people watch. You get to take a break and be like, huh, what's going on over there? With that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. My life is generally set up for productivity because I have ADHD, so I'm desperately trying to cling on to a flow state. Some things will be valuable to you guys, some things won't, and that's okay. Everyone has their own taste or what clicks for them. We're not all trying to follow an aesthetic. I have a very minimal, I don't know if it's minimal because I have 2 of everything, but regardless, I love it. I hope you guys enjoy. Please comment what you liked. Please comment what your favorite productivity tool is, and I don't know, subscribe, hold on, if you want.